Greetings and hallucinations, ladies and lads. I am Chancellor of the Harmonious Frequencies of the Mighty Empire of Onion, and this is Unturned. Well, I feel a little bit silly, a little bit dumb, because last episode I was talking about the expanded, updated Hawaii map. I thought that the updates had already come out, but apparently, it was just a report on the progress that they had made, updating the map, and the update wasn't actually released until sometime recently, because last time I logged in was going through the map list. Under curated is where you find the Hawaii map. It just said, you know, Hawaii map, just like it normally does. And so I took that to mean that it was updated. This time when I logged in though, it literally had a big green sign wording on the side of it that said updated. And so now the Hawaii map is updated, whereas last time it was not. I was looking at the map though, and it appears to be exactly the same. As far as, you know, islands and stuff, all of these islands were already here. They had the same stuff on them and all that. Apparently there are new quests and stuff though. Labeling has been changed. This didn't used to say Unyielding HQ. There was no label here before. Wyola? I don't remember that, but that was probably here before already. Luluna Kahiko though is labeled now. That was not labeled before. And yeah, there might be some other changes as well to this, but that's just what I saw right away for sure. Anno Resort, I don't know if that was labeled. Any Farm, I believe was, though. Here's a thing here that isn't labeled here as well. And then the Junkyard, I don't think was labeled. Or at least wasn't labeled as a junkyard. As far as I can remember. I remember going to the junkyard and seeing, you know, cars stacked around and stuff. I think I found some blowtorches there before, that kind of stuff, but I don't think it was labeled before. I went ahead and checked out a couple of the islands over here. I know I checked out this one and this one. Neither of them, or this one didn't have anything on it. This one here had a resort, sort of a hut on stilts, and there's a person inside there that likely has quests to give. I've been thinking about it quite a bit. I left a poll in the last episode as well, if y'all wanted me to be friends with the hobo or not. I think he lives over here, might be this island. But I have been thinking about it. Since this is a single player game, it just makes sense for me to go ahead and accept some quests, change it up a little bit and give me something to do, besides hunting metal scrap all the time, and yeah, just adding to my base. So I think I am going to accept some quests, but the first one I am going to accept are going to be from the hobo, so I can improve relations with him. I just looted this island here. That's the one that we're on right now. Has this lighthouse, some wind turbines, this camping house here, and I found a katana, which wasn't a big deal. I switched it with the one I used to have just because it was higher percentage already. I didn't have to repair the old one or anything. I built this weapon rack to keep the Timberwolf on the outside here, but I found this Yuri inside. I found Yuri mags all over the place, but I haven't found a Yuri yet, and so I went ahead and grabbed that. This caliber Ranger ammunition box was up at the top of the lighthouse, so I went ahead and grabbed that as well. And then I built another weapon rack over on this side and put the rocket launcher in there just because I think it looks cooler. Of course, we still have the Dragon Fang in this storage here, and the suppressors and all that kind of stuff, so we're getting pretty full. I think we only have one totally empty locker and one that's mostly empty, so we still do have some room. And I want to go check out the cruise ship over here again. I know that we've seen it before. Oh, come on now. And these things turn really strange when you're trying to back up, especially in the water. It's backwards left and right from what I feel like it should be. Yeah, I'm gonna go check out the cruise ship. It was pretty dangerous. I had a little bit of trouble last time, but I'm pretty sure it was also a blood moon last time I was on there. So I was getting a lot of experience points and being detected from very far away. It doesn't look like there's anything on that island over there. So I may just skip that one. That's got to be this island here. This island doesn't look like it has anything on it either. So after I do the cruise ship, I'll probably just head up here to Kailua Kona. And then check out this airport over here, because I don't personally remember the airport. I know it was on the map last episode, but I don't know if the Hawaii map was being updated as they built things, or if it was just recently fully updated with the labeling and everything. I don't know. I don't want to say that I'm dumb, but I apparently can't properly assemble correct deductions off of a high amount of data input. So I was reading a bunch of stuff about the updates, and yeah, I thought it was out, but in fact it's only just now been updated. So yeah, I guess I'm just gonna say that I was promoting the update, you know, putting out the hype out there so that people would know that it was coming, and I was doing a quick tour around so that we would be able to tell the changes when they showed up. That's going to be my excuse, and I'll pretend like I believe it for right now. But yeah, I'm going to check out this cruise ship, and if anything interesting happens, I'll definitely bring y'all into it. For the most part, though, I hope it's going to be fairly uneventful. Well, it's not uneventful so far. This guy fell off the boat, but he's clearly not dead. See if we can help him out with that a little bit. Wants to stand right below me, and I can't look straight down for whatever reason. I'm just gonna forget about him. There was a spitter in there, though. I don't know if they're gonna stay aggro or if they're gonna return to their positions or what. That was pretty bad. I was at 100 health when I walked in there. Just for reference. Now I feel like they're still chasing after me. I thought that I could sneak in there and do some damage, get rid of some guys, little by little, because I was coming in behind all of them. But they clearly saw me. After I killed just the first one, that was enough to alert them all to my presence. So yeah. Crazy, crazy. Oh, there we go. Pretty good though. Oh, he saw me. Man, it's always crazy when they're running with their hands up. It's really easy to hit their hands instead of their head. I'm still hearing zombie aggro sounds though, so that's not good. It always makes me nervous because I feel like they're just gonna show up and kill me. There we go. Oh. Here he comes. Sounds like there's still a lot more up there. Oh no! Those 3 good hits on me. what I mean about them just showing up and attacking me out of nowhere? Just doesn't seem right. Oh no. Oh no. I'm really surprised that guy didn't get involved. Oh man. Oh, lots of clothes laying around out here. Generally a sign of a good time. And there we go. Alright. I think I've gotten everything that I want out of this place. Let's hang glide down. Well, I'm not quite to the airport yet. It's over there. This is the town. But yeah, one thing that I noticed I picked up last time I hadn't seen before last time is berries. Ta-da! So I picked them, but I don't have any room right now. Let me see if I can get rid of something real quick. Yeah, indigo berries, that's pretty cool. If you don't know about berries, different berries give different effects. Yeah, so if I eat these, it'll do all sorts of weird stuff. I found several of them. So I've got teal berries, russet berries, and then indigo berries. Okay, coming up on the airport here. Oh. Looked like his hat was facing the other direction, but yeah, they're on backwards. Fireman helmets, not regular hats. There we go. Oh, that didn't work out the way that I thought it would. I'm running out of ideas of what to build, to be totally honest. And it's a shame that this isn't an actual vehicle. To have a tanker truck would be pretty invaluable, on a multiplayer map especially. Oh. Did I get it? There we go. Now we got it. I could probably drink that immediately because I do need a little bit of immunity build up. Pretty much 100 everything now, which is excellent. Oh. I was trying not to get too close. But I have alerted the guards. Red moon. Little bit of a frame drop when that occurred. This is unusable. Oh. Oh, this airplane is not usable either. It is kind of a shame, but it's totally okay because I have a helicopter. Personally, I think helicopters are a little bit nicer than airplanes. That's just me. Dead. Oh no. Oh no. It's another one. And I'm bleeding. Run outside. Cool. That was a little bit messy if I say so myself. And I do. There's a gas tank all the way up here too. Another purple flare, that's good. Got a few of those now. So I can make those purple torches that I was using on my base. Helipad up here. That sounds funny when people say hella for like a large amount of something. This is a helipad. So, it looks like that's the airport. Man, I really love these hang gliders. I forget about it sometimes. I'm gonna be honest. Here we go. That definitely had some berries on it. Check and see what kind they were. Raw teal berries. Okay. So we had a few of those in the first storage over here. I made a couple of wardrobes for storage back at the base, and a couple more rifle racks. I'll probably make a couple more rifle racks just to have there so I can display weapons that I find and pick up. Like that Yuri that I just got. Oh, it's a flanker. Flanking zombies. I'm not really interested in messing with those guys over there. Besides the extra experience points, there's not much sense in it. It's a spitter and a flamer, so I'm gonna have to take super precautions for that sort of thing. Let's not waste gas though. So I could head over to the town here, or to the harbor. The junkyard would be a good place to hit up right quick, but ultimately I want to head back to the base for sure. Drop off some stuff, set up the wardrobes and stuff like that, and yeah, get ready to go pick up some quests from the hobo. So I'll probably meet y'all back at the base. Well, I found a dead zone on the beach, not far away from the airport, so I figured I would come over and loot it real quick. I realized that I don't have a whole lot of gas mask going. There's some glue. There's a military knife. Cool. And some rope. So, barely worth it, but military knife will give me a couple extra metal. Alright, well we are back at the base. This is pretty much perfect fit right here. I would just like to know which direction it's facing. Let me take a look again to find out. Okay, so the way that it naturally faces is the way that I want it to. Standing outside here, should be able to maneuver it to fit right inside. I don't want it to be inside the mountain, but it looks like I don't have much choice if I want the bottom to meet up. So that's fine. Just pretend like it's attached to the mountain. Bam! So now I cannot go through there, or else it will hurt me pretty badly. But that's okay. I don't need to walk through there for any particular reason. And then I want to keep the garden inside, so let's try along this line somewhere. Don't want it quite buried like that, but okay, we've got that one in, and we can pop this one down. If I move that way, I can rotate it a little, move it back. Oh, picky. There we go. Not too shabby. And then we'll try to do about the same with this one. Maybe we can angle it back a ways. There we go. Yeah, that's angled a lot, but that's okay. We'll angle this one back the other direction a lot. Kind of get a rounded corner here. I think I had 9 barbed wire fences, something like that. So this is giving me plenty of room to move around. I should have room to maneuver the hovercraft as well. Back around here. Just kind of line up the posts is all. Alright, that's pretty good. I might actually be so picky as to salvage this and then angle it, trying to get it more level with the direction the entire structure is. Yeah, more like that. And then I think that's probably good on this side. I might wiggle this around some. bring it back away from the base a little. So I don't mind it being back here. I don't want to take off facing the helicopter though, necessarily. But that should be pretty good. And got 2 more. So I think I want to face this direction then. Oh, placing them in third person view is a good idea. And I'm glad I thought about this. Realized what a genius scheme it would be. Okay. So it's inside the corner of the house a little bit. I like that. And then try to sort of line this up a little bit. That's pretty decent. Bam. Okay. And then you might have noticed this little guy here. That's a sandbags. It's just one that I have right now, so that's okay though. I'm gonna plop it down right here by the door. There we go. And I'll stack one on top of there. Eventually it'll come out. Yeah, I'll stack one on top of there, and then I'll probably put 2 or 4 in front here, and another one coming out of this post here, to kind of give the front a little bit of a more defensive appearance. But we've got the garden enclosed, which is pretty great. For some reason, every time I look at this guy, I feel like he's facing the wrong direction, but you can tell by his hip pockets here that he's clearly not. I had to eat some lettuce earlier, but that's okay. I had to eat some tomatoes too, but that's okay. It took me a long time to get things set up. You might notice a little difference in the kitchen. Here is a kitchen sink. Apparently all you need to craft this is just a kitchen counter, and so I salvaged the kitchen counter to put one up there, and it gave me the option to build a sink, so I did. Inside the sink here, everybody stores their chemicals under the sink, and then I've got some purification tablets as well. Up here I've got a little bit of water and most of my bottled medicines, pills, cough syrup, vitamins. Over here I've got my berries. I didn't look into making a pie yet. I'm pretty sure you have to have refined berries, probably milk and eggs. So let's take a look at that together. Yeah, here we go. I've never found a pumpkin, so I'm not sure where I would get a pumpkin, but you need refined berries, 4 of them, so that means 8 of the regular berries by themselves, because it's 2 berries makes a refined berry. So right now I couldn't make any of these pies. I would need a lot more berries before I would be able to. But that's fine. I'll just keep my eye out for more berry bushes and continue to collect those as we go, because most we have is 4 of these teal berries, so if I find 4 more of them, we could make a teal berry pie. Rearrange the underneath part here. It's mostly building materials. Here's more building materials. I'm never going to pick up another rope until I run out of ropes. And I have an empty locker there. It was weapons. I put these 2 libraries back to back on the 2nd floor. This one has some experience in it. This one doesn't. I've got 2 planters up here now. I've got 3 lights. I couldn't put one back here because it would just take up too much space. But I've got the dragon fang up here, and the agawir. It's a ranger weapon, I found out. So I have the drum on there with 75 rounds in it, and I have one of the silencers on there. I might take that out on our next run or 2 and take a look how it performs. In here I've got a bunch of explosives, grenade, guns and ammos, stuff like that. Over here I've got guns and ammos, the other suppressor, the Yuri, all this. I tried to put the Yuri up here, but it does kind of like the Viper. It only sits on the one side, and half of it's buried in the corner there because of the position that this rifle rack is on. Same with this thing. If you really look at it, when I highlight it and then don't highlight it, part of the stock is back inside the wall there, and part of the barrel, because of the suppressor, is back in the wall there. I have a scythe attached to my bed. which is of no real consequence. And in here we have the mask, my swim trunks, some money, and a sledgehammer. I guess I could put the sledge over there since it's technically a weapon, but no worries about that. Yeah, it's the changes that I've made to the base so far. Basically emptied out the hovercraft, so it's all done. Even though it's rained a few times, there's no water in the water reserve. I imagine that I'll have to be at my base as it's raining in order for this to fill up. But this, okay, it's already full again. Yeah, it was full when I got here, and the generator was almost empty. I'm pretty sure this one is empty. Yeah, 0% fuel. But I emptied this one out into the generator and then emptied this fuel pump into the fuel reserve. So up to 40% in the fuel reserve. That clearly takes 5 full cans to fill up, so I should be able to retrieve 5 full cans once it's full. And then this is still running, so I'm just going to leave it at 32% and put this full container back on here. Okay, well that's going to be it for this episode. Hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like. And next episode, I'm going to go talk to the hobo and get some quests from him, see what he needs me to do. So if you want to catch that episode, feel free to subscribe. Consider supporting if you would. And be sure to check out any of my other videos or playlists that you might be interested in. I thank you very much for any time that you spend on my channel, and I hope blessings of wisdom and peace on all of you. Farewell.